Hey, this is Angelica Francis, and I'm just sharing just a quick happy moment. We recently purchased property in Nevada, so I moved from California to Nevada about a year and a half ago, close to 2 years now. We purchased the property in January, and up until April, I was between both locations because this place needed so much cleaning and work done on it before I could even put anything of mine anywhere. I had to clear space because the previous owners left mountains of trash and debris and discarded items all over the place. But because of hangups and just major BS involving this property, and I'll get into that on at another time. I'm not going to spoil my happy mood. Um, major changes in everything that we had planned on doing with and on this property. So, for the last year and a half, this stuff has been packed. This is not a haul, video like a lot of people do when they go find a great thing at the store, which I do too, and product reviews. These are my things that I have not seen in a year and a half. And my best hair care, my best hair stuff. And I'm the type of a person to where I will not purchase over and over again something I already own. My best detangling combs and brushes. I have a whole bag of them right here. All different sizes and shapes for doing all kinds of things. My hair loves argan oil. And my flat iron sprays, my shea butter. Oh my gosh, this place, I've got oily skin. I've never had to worry about moisturizing and I live in California, which is also a dry climate. But here, I have to put lotion on. I've never gotten ashy my whole life. And here, oh my gosh, my body needs the moisture, my skin, my face, my hair, more than I've ever needed it anywhere before. And my shea butter, oh my gosh, I also like the raw plain shea butter that comes straight from Africa. That's my favorite. But oh, my skin is going to just love this. And I refuse to buy all this stuff again because I buy the top stuff for my hair care and facial care. So I don't take lightly my straightening stuff. Having to repurchase things again that I already own. That's a lot of money to buy something you already have. Now, when we moved here, or when I moved here, um, I specifically gave instructions. This goes in this bag. This is all of this stuff goes in this bag here. This stuff goes in this one here. I specifically gave instructions. I had certain boxes and containers that were marked immediate use. And strictly told the guys, this stuff goes in the top of the pile. We were emptying 10 by 20 storage units, 2 of them, as well as we have 3 of them. We still have 1 left. The contents of my apartment. And so all the boxes not only were color coded by the tape that was on there, but the tape actually has writing. I bought more expensive tape that says bedroom, dining room, office, storage, everything you can imagine. And so all the boxes that go to a specific area had the name of that area on it. And use now, need now, immediate use was on the tape. A bright yellow tape that had in black writing, big letters, immediate use. And like my toiletries for my bathroom, my shampoos and conditioners, my hot comb, oh my gosh, my pressing iron. Not that I press my hair that much because my hair is semi-straightish on its own. All I have to do is pull it back and it goes completely straight. But here in the heat, the minute I sweat, it's curly again. And I actually like to wear my hair curly. But anyway, so guess what gets packed on the bottom of all of that stuff? Just like a lot of my boxes are fragile. One of my boxes of some of my most expensive dinnerware and cookware that I use only for the high holidays I hear it clink, 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 and I haven't opened the box yet because I'm afraid I'm going to cry when I see what in there is broken, because those items took me years to be able to afford to buy. They weren't things that you could just easily up and purchase. And things that I wanted for a long, long time, and over years, buy one piece at a time to a set that was way beyond my budget. So I haven't opened the boxes yet because I don't want to know what's destroyed. But I'm going to have to, because I've already had two Passovers here. I came here right before Passover, literally days. When I did the final move here before Passover, it was like that weekend, and I moved like that Wednesday or Tuesday. And then Passover's coming up again. And I did have one Passover here, and I didn't use any of my stuff that I have specifically for my Passovers. And yes, God is no respecter of persons and things and material possessions, but it meant something to me. Just like people's Thanksgivings and Christmases mean something to them, and certain ornaments and things that generation after generation they've passed down, or I have those things that were passed down, as well as the things that I wanted for a long time, and it took me a long time to be able to get. Either because it was something hard to find, or it just was out of my financial range. And so I had to, little bit by little bit, to be able to set what I consider my perfect Passover table, with all my beautiful plates and dishes and silverware and all my beautiful candle holders and things like that. My beautiful glasses, and that's important to me. It's not probably at all important to God, but it's important to me. So I'm in denial right now. I don't want to see what's broken. But right here in this moment in time, I could not be happier. I found two big boxes of all the stuff from my bedroom. And in my bedroom, I had a huge closet. And in one side of it, I had like a lot of these kind of totes. One had all my makeup stuff in it. One has my hair stuff. I had a bigger, much bigger tote that had all my hair blow dryer, flattening iron, straightening combs, my curl things for curling my hair. I haven't done anything shishi foo-foo or wore my hair down since I've been here. This really isn't that kind of a place. And in all honesty, I've been intentionally looking super rough. I mean, even to the point of putting makeup on that makes me look bad on purpose, where makes the, like I have huge rings under my eyes and making me look much older and surly, because men, like the saying goes, a hard dick has no conscience. They also don't have any sense. And I would rather them see me as a military chick who will whip your ass or shoot you than, oh, she's pretty. No, I'd rather not. I don't want the bad thing about being a new person in a new town is every Tom, Dick, and Harry and every Harry, Dick in town is going to hang around and start trying to bug you. I do not want that kind of attention whatsoever. And then a few people in town know that I do television and radio. Very, very few, because I don't talk to anybody here. Well, I won't say very, very few, because this is gossip central. So if one person knows, the whole town might know, for all I know. But because I've had strangers come up to me and go, well, you don't look like Angelica Francis, or you should do this, or you should do that. And it's like, I don't need you to tell me how to be me. Thank you very much. You focus on you. I got me. I'm not displaying myself in that kind of way. I'm not wearing any of my fancy clothes, none of my pretty dresses, my hair and nails and stuff that are always done have not been done one time since I've been here. No makeup whatsoever, except for makeup to intentionally look harder and less feminine, and because I don't need the attract attention. And I've always been hounded by men most of my life, and I want some peace and quiet. And it's a shame that you don't reach a certain age where people just leave you the hell alone. But no, they don't. And so I've been avoiding any kind of contact or interest like that. But I do miss it. I'm a girly girl. You guys know that from all the pictures and all the videos and the shows that we do. I miss the primping. I miss to an extent. Oh, and another thing, we have goats and dogs. This is a ranch. So first thing I do when I get up in the morning, even before I eat breakfast, is deal with the animals. So it's hard to be all prim and cutesy and all that. And you got critters wiping their faces and their behinds, literally their behinds, on you. And trying to stay clean and no. The gravel, the dirt is very clay and gravel and super sandy. So it's like being on a beach and walking on a beach. All my heels are out. No, you cannot wear them. The few times where my family and friends were in town and we were going to get dressed up and go somewhere nice, I had to either wait and dress at their hotel room and take the stuff with me so that nothing had a chance to wipe itself on me or brush up against me, because all the animals run up to me and give me a goodbye before I go. Just like they all run up and want to be all over me the minute I come back. And somebody's nose, somebody's face, somebody's drool, something is going to end up on you and on your clothes. So most of the time when family and friends and people are here, I wait till I get to their hotel room and then shower there and get dressed, because trust me, every time I leave this place, I need another shower. Even if I showered right before I stepped out of the trailer, and I still need another one, or at least a wipe down with a rag to wipe off fur, hair. And then in my car, a straw, because I've been using my car to transport straw and the hay and the different grasses and things that I use to feed the animals in their feed. And so no matter how much you vacuum and clean out your car, once there's been straw in there, straw is always in there. So I'm always picking straw out my hair or off my clothes and things like that. So it's just easier to get dressed somewhere else. But for today, I am totally going to do my hair. My hair is still long, but it's thinned a lot. And a lot of it has to do with just the lack of the care and the maintenance that I should be doing with it. A lot of it has to do with also the fact that I had been really sick. And not everybody knows that I've been dealing with lymphoma. I didn't do chemo and all that. So that's not the reason for the hair loss. The hair loss is just a general state of health. My health has not been by far where it needs to be, and I haven't been able to take care of it the way I used to here at this location, because this is a totally different situation and trying to adjust. Although I've been a rancher and lived on ranches and stuff all my adult life, there's still an adjustment period when you've been gone from that lifestyle and that life for a long period of time. And you come back to it. And then this location, there's a lot of issues with this location that I won't get into right now because I'm in a happy mood. I got my stuff. I finally found my stuff. And I refuse to buy it over again because this is several hundreds of dollars worth of product and care. Because I buy the best stuff for my hair. It just doesn't pay to buy the cheap, crappy stuff. It doesn't work. And it ends up just wasting your money. But if you want the good stuff, you pay for it. And there was no way I was going to repurchase all this stuff over again when I knew I had it. I just had to find it. And I could not find where and what under this stuff was. And so I finally got, I love my argan oil. This is the first thing I'm going to put in my hair. My hair loves argan oil. My intense protein treatments and things, and all my nice masks and mousses and stuff for my hair. I think this one's a sample of something, but yes. So I'm going to play in my hair today. And you have to have super sharp scissors that are made for nothing but hair when cutting your hair and cutting your ends, because if you cut your ends with a dull scissors, it's just going to split again. You absolutely have to. And I went to cosmetology. I used to do hair for a living. That's how I paid my way through college. doing people's hair and braids and extensions and all that. And no, for all you knuckleheads who keep asking me, is that really your real hair? Yes, I don't need to wear extensions. My hair is long. My mother's Indian. Um, I have Native American Indian on my father's side, but we're talking Asian Indian on my mother's side, and her father. And then her mother is Irish. So my hair grows down in my butt when it's healthy. And I want it to grow long again, and keep it long. It's thinned tremendously, and I've got to get the thickness back. And that comes from brushing it and stimulating the follicles, feeding it, giving it proper nourishment, and all your good goodies. Like anything else, if you don't feed it and give it proper air, oxygenating, which also brushing helps do, because it gets rid of any dead skin and cells and things that need to come off of the scalp, so what's underneath it can breathe properly, as well as it brings the blood to the surface with all the nutrients and minerals and things in it that your hair needs. And I have not been taking care of any maintenance. So where it initially started out that I was deliberately making myself look bad just so I wouldn't attract male attention, now I actually look bad. Where it's more to it than just that. It's not all deliberate. Some of it is just a case of my nice detangling brushes. Some of it is just a case of when you go without proper care and maintenance for a period of time. This is my favorite detangling comb. It shows. It really, really starts to show. And I'm not happy with that, so I need to fix that. And find that happy medium to where I can be me and be girly girl and do all my girly girl stuff without having to put up with, is that my argan oil? Thinking? No, something's leaked right here. And it's got an oily sheen to it. But it's also kind of sticky, like if I put my hand in water, it'll suds up like a soap. But I need to get that off of there before that ends up smearing all my different types of combs and brushes. But I'm just so happy to find my stuff. Again, 1.5 years has passed since I fully moved here. And this stuff has been buried at the bottom, literally the second to the last box on the bottom of all of those boxes. And I've been systematically unpacking and going through stuff. I still haven't even dented what I have to go through, because I'm going to be selling a lot and getting rid of a lot of stuff, and upgrading things that I need to upgrade. The nice thing about all the electronics is that when we upgrade, everything's smaller and lighter weight than it was before. So it'll take up less space, which I love. And then on my personal front, clothes wise, okay, I've always talked trash about people being clothes whores and you can only wear so many pairs of clothes and all that. And my excuse was always, look, I'm doing television. I can't wear the same outfit over and over again. Our sponsors and people want me to wear their products and their things. And their things, so that adds to my wardrobe. Okay, as true as that may be, I still have to fess up and go, I'm a clothes whore. I'm as bad as everybody I've ever talked about, if not worse, because all my stuff isn't even here yet. We still have another 10 by 20 a unit to bring here to this location. It's filled to the brim. And you would think you were in a department store if you saw how many clothes and shoes and purses and hats and gloves and you name it, I got. And the sad part is, for this location, I can't even wear any of that stuff on a day-to-day basis without destroying it. My casual, a lot of people would consider extremely dressy. But again, if you're on television and you never know where you might impromptu interview somebody or take a quick shoot or shot of something for the program, everywhere you go, you dress nice and you look presentable, that you may be on television at any moment or any given time. or run into somebody who's going to take pictures and post them of you on online and on Facebook and all that. The nice thing here is nobody knows anything about what I do or who I am or have ever seen any of our programs. So I've got that peace and quiet, and I'm not being bugged. But the minute I get back active again, that's going to be gone to an extent. I'm going to do my best, though, to keep all that as far away from here as possible. Originally, when we first got this piece of property, we were going to build a studio here and really do it full out here. But I don't like the people in this town. I like some of the people. Some of the people are the most wonderful, awesome, down to earth, just good people. The best people, the salt of the earth, as they would say, people you could ever meet. But this town has more than its fair share of jackasses. Like they had an audition and an open call and casting for them. And the people here are so unappreciative. It's ridiculous. The programs and all the different things that they already have here, them not knowing who I am or what I do, when I'm among them, and I try not to be among them any more than I absolutely have to, they talk so much trash. And they, like the all-time, they should have the top award for shit talkers and trash talkers out of any place I've ever been. I've never heard people talk so much trash and so much crap and just negative, nasty mouths, nasty attitudes, unappreciative attitudes, foul. There's no nice way to put it. And then thieves and conniving and scheming. And again, this isn't the whole town. There are some really great people here. But among the ones, I would say there's a 2-to-1 ratio of the bad ones to the good ones. And there's nothing here that makes being here worth staying here, investing in this place, and putting up with that crap. And then when you add racist attitudes and that to it as well, to the mix, forget it. Ain't nothing here. And then there's so many problems with the property, and there's things with the property that we would have to invest so much money and time into just cleaning it up, continuing to clean it up, and to do repairs before we could even use it for what we want to use it for when the funds come in, and they're going to be coming in soon. The first set of funding and everything we had, when everything wasn't in order, we forfeited. But the next rung of all the funding and stuff that comes in, we're going to take it elsewhere. I am not going to even put that much of my spirit and my heart and my soul into this place or this location, this property or this town. You know, these are the final chapters of me. Not just because I'm dealing with the lymphoma and major medical issues, but because I'm getting older. And I want to give my best, let my best be my last gifts to this world, and do the most I possibly can. And I want to do that somewhere it's appreciated. They don't appreciate what they already have. They don't even appreciate each other. They're not appreciate someone else coming in from the outside. And they're not going to appreciate someone of color, especially. The writing's on the wall. The nice thing about the way things happened here was God gave me a real good period of time where I got a chance to just be among the people and see how they really are in their nature and their attitudes, without them knowing anything about me or what I do or how I do it, or you know, what's associated with me. So they couldn't kiss up to me and try to get on my good side, or try to act nice or make nice, so that they could benefit from what I could bring here. Nope, I got to see them for who and what they are, and I'm grateful for that, because I really would have wasted a lot of time and energy investing in this place and giving my all in all to people who just are 100% undeserving. They're not good people. Like I said, the good ones are good as gold. But the town in general, there's a super oppressive spirit over the town, and it's because of them. They don't even realize that they're the reason why this place won't prosper, or why there's such a spirit of oppression and struggle. And then it's got a really, really high drug. This is a small, small town, and they've got a super high, like a big city, drugs and drug abuse. And again, back to the whole ungrateful, unappreciative attitudes. And it's not me. It's, I tell God, send me where you send me. I don't think God sent me here because the whole circumstance behind purchasing the property ended up being a lie and deceit, and the person was trying to embezzle and extort money out of us. And it's just been one ugliness after another since I've been here. And I'll go into that in more detail at another video, because right now this is a happy video. I got my stuff, I found my stuff, And you'd be surprised, having to do without your things that you're so used to, how appreciative. It's like Christmas, finding your stuff and getting to your stuff again. And once I get this trailer set up, it's very small. So I am very limited to what I can put in here. And so far, I'm continually putting too much stuff in here. So I have to break things down to what will fit, what I really need, when I need it, can just go out to the bigger building and go get. And have it like shelves and stuff in there and have it neatly. So when I do need it, I can go get it and find it. But I'm also living in here while I'm remodeling it, which is extremely difficult because you've got the equipment, you've got the tools, you've got the materials, all squoze in a tiny space with you. And then, of course, the things that you need is already too small. So it's been difficult, but I will show you guys pictures of the remodel. It's coming along very nicely, but slowly, because, again, I'm being pulled in 100 directions all at one time. And my viewers and our fan base online, I've been still posting to our social media channels, have been, when. So I finally said, okay, we're not going to miss another season. We're going to be back on air and start broadcasting again. But in the meanwhile, so you guys don't get so antsy and so, what are you doing? What's happening? What's going on? Where are you? And a bazillion emails that I could not possibly answer, no matter how hard I tried. I'm going to start doing updates and posts and just letting you guys know where I'm at, what's going on, what I'm doing, what's happening now, just so you know, because I do appreciate the interest. It doesn't bother me at all. As a matter of fact, I'm honored and flattered. Just busy, been crazy busy. There's so much to do. And basically what I'm going to be doing here is unpacking, going through the stuff, relabeling everything, get rid of what we don't absolutely need. I want to break down my personal possessions 2/3. I don't need as much stuff. My kids are grown. My grandkids visit occasionally. They're not living with me anymore. It's just me. I don't need as much stuff. And in the event that something should happen to me, I don't need my kids to have to try to figure out what's what goes where, and the value of what's what, and what to do with what. No, we're not going to do all that. It'll already be taken care of. It's all going to be done. And not that I plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I want to travel. You guys have heard me say a bazillion times, once my kids were all out of the house and grown, I'm hitting the road. I want to travel. I want to see the rest of this world that I haven't seen, and the places that I did see when I was younger, I want to see through adult eyes, because a completely different perspective, completely different interests. It'll be a completely different place for me. So I don't want to be tied down to stuff, because things own you more than you own it. And I've learned that through the years. Things own you. And I want to be free. Free of foolishness, free of all the crap, the debt that comes with owning too much stuff, and all the obligations, all the demands. Our system is designed to enslave us and keep us enslaved one way or another. And I'm done with all that. These final chapters in the book of me are not going to be about being hindered, held down, enslaved, entrapped, oppressed. depressed, suppressed, or anything else of that nature. But I've got to get back to what I'm doing because I'm going to play my hair. If I had cameras set up in here, I would film me doing my hair. But I don't, and there's no room in here. And what's more, if I set up a camera in here, you also see the cans of paint and the tools and all the other stuff that I don't want in the shot. So I'm just going to have at it, but woohoo! I'm so happy I found my stuff. I finally found my bedroom, my only place that was my sanctuary. Because when you've got kids and family and grandkids, you know, your room is your only sanctuary in your house. Even though everything in the house is yours, that's where you keep your things that you treasure the most. You don't want broken. You don't want anybody else to touch. You know, your private, personal stuff. Well, my bedroom stuff has been buried this whole time. So I finally got down to those boxes. So I get to have my comfort things, my comfort zone. I get to recreate my comfort zone on a much smaller scale, but still, I get to have my things around me again. And that's something I haven't had since I've been here. It's been like a camping trip or overly extended hotel visit. And those are the things that's going to make it feel more like a home and a place that I actually live at. And so, woohoo, I'm a happy camper. So I'm signing off because I'm going to go play my hair. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.